looking at those corruption allegations that have risen against the USAID, do you think that possibly Trump just might be doing the right thing, considering that he's challenging this traditional aid model? So, of course, we're trying to look at it from both perspectives. So what are your thoughts on these allegations that have risen? And if this is the case, do you think Trump is doing the right thing, or in what better way should he approach this particular issue?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Oof. As with a lot of things, the things I mentioned before with Donald Trump, there's a grain of truth amidst
Okay.
I don't know, the big lie, the big policy. So like he takes a little bit of justification and he uses that to blow up an entire system.
Okay.
I'm a wholehearted supporter of USAID, and I think that both things can be true at once. That it is an element of soft power, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It is something that if you just go back to the origin story of USAID, it's 1961. It was set up, and it was set up as a counterweight to the increasing influence of communism in the developing world. So
Yes.
president stood up and he said, well, what we need to be doing is we need to be reducing poverty. We need to be encouraging economic growth. We need to be encouraging stability, and all with the underlying premise of we want to support democracy. And a lot of good has come from that. So USAID is, well, up until recently, was in 100 countries. It was what was this? Got $40 billion a year. Like that's it's a very significant amount of money, and it has saved millions of lives. It has given HIV/AIDS treatments to millions of people. It has given millions of vaccines for malaria. It has done an awful lot of good in the world. Now, it is entirely altruistic. No, it isn't. But just because you're helping because you want to be increasing your soft power, I don't see that as a major issue. So you have the soft power because you're having the lines of communication, you're talking to people, you use those lines of communication and the access to then be talking about mutual benefit, to be talking about trade, to be talking about also about democracy, to be talking about also of other things. It's a way of increasing your influence around the world without the use of military force, without just having the big stick and telling people to do things. So again, you do have the little bits of, so there are inefficiencies. Absolutely, there may be corruption. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But the thing to do, if you did genuinely believe that these things needed to be gone and fixed, what you do is you go to Congress and you say, we need to get legislation in here to go in and fix these things, to go in and do the investigations and to reform it. You don't just go and blow it up. If you're going to blow it up, it is political. It isn't economic. All you're doing is you're making a statement. You're not trying to fix the problem, because you end up throwing away all of the goods that came from USAID, from all of the influence that came from it, all of the benefits that goes to large parts of the world from it. And all you're doing is you're going to have desperate people who will be like who need aid, who rely on aid, looking elsewhere. So you have China stepping in. You'll have Russia stepping in. So the US will be giving up its soft power to its political rivals. Again, it makes, to my mind, it makes no sense on any level you look at it. Particularly not the humanitarian sense, which is, of course, the most fundamental, most important part of this. People will die as a result of this decision.